Alright guys, I came up with this little Udyr build right here, and I'm going to explain it really quickly in this video and what it's all about. I call this the Thunder Phoenix, and you could assume already that this has to do with Thunderlord's Decree. As of patch 5.24 we saw the rise of it, and it seems this is the meta now. Either that or Grasp of the Undying for tanky people like Mundo or Malphite and whatnot. But Thunderlord's Decree has been used by all the mages, a lot of junglers, and pretty much all the bot lane supports and bot lane itself, like ADCs, are starting to use it as well. Very bursty, and I see Riot nerfing it soon, so get your hands on this while you can. If not, I mean, I hope they actually keep it this way and make the other one stronger. But I'm just gonna explain this build. So this is very offensive. This is gonna be a more of a choose and pick wisely. But if you do, it'll have a huge payoff, because once you snowball with this build, it's pretty much over. You just got to be careful early game. So for this, we're going to go Sorcery, Double-Edged Sword, Natural Talent, and Bounty Hunter. This whole tree here together will give you about 5% extra damage. Actually, these two will give you 5%. Bounty Hunter, if you hunt the rest of the players down, you'll get the other 5%, which is like an instant 10%. I'd pick this up instantly. We're going to go into the Cunning Tree now, and you get the 3% movement speed, the Runic Affinity to get the longer lasting buffs, and this also helps. People don't realize it, but I like taking the Rift Herald buff, and that will last quite a bit of time. You get the extra 40 movement speed and that damage increase, and the little lane pushing. Very helpful for Udyr ganks, because he has a problem of getting in there, but with this with the Runic Affinity buff and the Rift Herald buff, you may be able to catch people pretty easily. I got Merciless for the 5% increased damage, Dangerous Game, and people, mostly go for Intelligence, but I actually recently discovered with, if you're going to go Phoenix with Udyr, I think Armor Penetration and Magic Penetration would be deadly, along with its scaling, and then you also have the Natural Talent, which also puts up attack damage and ability power. So this is like a mini Gwinsu type thing going on here. And then we have the Thunderlord's Decree, which goes off bonus AP and AD, and that just works along with Natural Talent, which also works along with Precision. And for the runes, I have 3 movement speed quintessences. Movement speed on Udyr is very essential. I have the Wanderer perk to go along with it as well. And then we have the attack speed marks. 3 armor seals flats. I also have the rest of them are pretty much scaling. The reason for this is because I think scaling, if you pick up a bunch of scaling early game and you get ganked by, I don't know, like a Lee Sin or a Rengar, or like if you're going to go in against for a gank like a Riven or something, you may die early very easily, because if you're not, you're going to have to rely on some type of armor to survive in a gank or something. So I put 3 flats, and the rest of it is going to be scaling. And for the glyphs, I put 5% CDR and scaling MR. 5% CDR here, and then, yeah, 3 scaling MR runes. And that's the build. Now, this build I've used, and I'm playing in Diamond 3 right now. I won about 7 games in a row with Udyr. It looks like I do a mix between Mercury Treads and Ninja Tabi depending on the situation. If it's a bunch of AD champions with no CC, I'll get Ninja Tabi for the easy tower dives. I love using this option. Otherwise, you'll have to just opt out for the Mercury Treads for its tenacity. Then I also get Devourer. Yeah, I know. It's very risky to be very timely. You have to be able to gank and know how to farm at the same time. You have to be. It has to be an even balance. Gank, go back in the jungle, get sated, get dragon, get the Rift Herald, and then after that I instantly rush Dead Man's Plate. When I get my tier 1 boot and my Devourer itself, I rush Dead Man's Plate. And the reason for this is just the overall tankiness. It just makes you big. You already do the damage with sated. Phoenix is just naturally like a good AoE AP skill. And with the Thunderlords and this whole damage build, you need HP. You need some type of tank. And Deadman Plate is the option to go with. They may have nerfed it by like 100 HP from what it was before, but it's still worth it. And immediately after that, you may also want to get Iceborne Gauntlet. That will give you 20% CDR, and CDR is actually quite crucial on Udyr. You want to be able to spam your abilities. Turtle Stancing for the extra shield, spamming Bear Stance, and recasting Phoenix is very, very important. Iceborne Gauntlet also makes you a little bit more tanky, along with the Ninja Tabi and the Dead Man's Plate. And just the note about this build also is that it is not it's one of 2 builds that I use, but I've been maining this one ever since Thunderlord got the buff, because it's fun, it's bursty. The other one would be the Tanky Mastery, which is Strength of the Ages, which is the HP stacking one, but I'll get onto that in another video.